Hello friends, Friba here from watchknitting YouTube channel. Today I'm here to show you how I made this cool beret hat. It's super stretchy and fits very well. It fits most adults. You don't need to adjust your numbers. Also, the pattern is super cool, super easy, and you can make it in just couple hours. For the knob at the end, I haven't shown it in this tutorial, but I have another tutorial which I show you how to make it. I'm gonna put the link down below, and let's get started with the materials I use. For this hat, I use this wool yarn. It's worsted weight yarn, and I used 16 inches circular 6.5 millimeter needles, quite big needles. And also I used a pair of scissors, measuring tape, and tapestry needle at the end for blocking. If you are ready and you want to make with me, let's get started. Okay, let's start with cast on. I will use long tail cast on, and I will consider about 20 centimeter for every 10 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a little bit more. And this will be the point I'm gonna start my cast on. I will use only one of the needles, and I will use long tail cast on. Okay, I had a very tight end, but I could make it. You can make your tail a little bit longer. I have 53 stitches on my needle. One of them will be reduced in the first row when we are joining the edge. So I will make everything on the right order. Now I'm gonna get my first stitch, slip to the left needle, and then I will knit these two together to join the circular. And the rest I will go by purl one, knit one for the rib stitch. For the hat brim, just simple knit and purl. For the hat brim, I will work about an inch. And because this is just the simple purl and knit stitch, I will skip ahead, and I will meet you guys at the end when I'm done with my hat brim. Okay, yeah, right now I'm done with my hat brim. It's about an inch. And here I have stopped 13 stitches just before the tail here. I have 13 stitches here. Then I marked another 13 stitches right here. By that, I have divided my stitches into two sections. This part which has the tail on it, this part will be the back side. We're gonna increase the stitches in this side, and this side will be just regular pattern. So for increasing, I will purl my purl stitches, and I will increase only on knit stitches. For increasing, I will knit into the stitch, then a yarn over and knit into the same stitch. I will knit through the back loop this time. That will give me 3 stitches out of 1 knit stitch. Again, purl, knit 1, yarn over, knit into the same stitch through the back loop. Purl 1, knit once, yarn over, knit into the same stitch. We're going to continue doing the same thing until this marker here. That will be 26 stitches right here, and you're gonna only make your increases on knit stitches. Okay, now I finished increasing the stitches for half of the stitches. Right now I have 78 stitches, including those new stitches. For the rest, I'm gonna start the pattern, and for the pattern, I will start by yarn over and purl, yarn over and knit, yarn over, purl, yarn over, knit. So if before every stitch you're gonna make a yarn over and then knit or purl as you see the stitches. Your row 1, repeat the same thing, and I will fast forward through the rest of this row because it's just simple. Yarn over, purl, yarn over, knit, and next row I show you how you get those fluffy big stitches that makes very loose lovely hat. For the new stitches, you're gonna continue the same thing. Your pattern stays consistent with your stitches because we added 2 stitches every other stitch. So your knit and purl will be consistent. And also I'm gonna add my stitch marker to the end of the stitches that we made the increases. That would be right here. So I will work the same thing on up until that stitch marker. I will be right back after I'm done row 1 of the pattern. Okay, now I'm at the end of row 1 of the pattern. I have just a couple more stitches, and this is the last one. So for row 2 it's very simple. You're just gonna let this yarn over drop out of your needle and just make your purl stitch, then drop the other yarn over and knit, drop, purl, drop, knit, and that gives you very loose stitches and very loose fabric, which is a great choice for this kind of hat. Very loose beret kind of hat, and it goes very fast. You can easily make a hat in just one day, a couple hours if you are a fast knitter, and you're gonna have very trendy hat at the end. I will continue doing this until I have enough to make a crown of the hat, and then I will be back with decreasing the stitches on top of the hat. We're going to continue from the same rows. We're going to repeat row 1 and row 2. Just before each knit and purl, you're going to make a yarn over in row 1, and in the second row you're going to drop your yarn overs and knit and purl as the stitches come up. I'm almost done with this row, and I will meet you after I have enough length to work on decreases. Now I have worked on my pattern, and my piece measures 19 centimeters from the edge. Next, I will decrease the stitches for 3 rows until I'm left only with 10 stitches, around 10 stitches. And next, we're gonna finish the hat crown. For decreasing, I will knit 1, purl 1, and then pull the knit stitch over the purl stitch, and that will decrease my stitches into half. Okay, now I'm left with 10 stitches. Next, I will cut the yarn here and use my tapestry needle to block the end. By the way, I worked 1 knit row between the decreasing stitches. I worked 3 rows of decreasing, knitting 2 together, and in between I worked 1 extra knit row just to give a flatter end to the hat. Get rid of this. So I will hide this tail later, and that's the final result you're gonna get. You can make a knob and put it here, and that's it. Just easy slouchy beret. When you are ready, just make sure that you are putting the this is the flat side, and this is where we increase the stitches. This will stay in the back of the hat. I hope you enjoy this tutorial. Stay tuned for more tutorials. Have a wonderful day.